The rough May continues. Well, at least the Knicks do play today. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. What are we taking? And a few baseball plays. Baseball has been kicking our ass. But guess what? We're going to keep going because it's a marathon, not a sprint, baby. This is the free three. Let's get into it.
I love it, Noble. Noble, I also love your YouTube videos. I watched them while I was gone. That was fire.
But getting paid because yesterday we had a full sweep. Mike going under, that was just icing on the cake.
Why are we going to go
in such a weak AFC South?
Unless we have the NBA Blowout Association.
Bang! Knicks take a 1-point lead with 13 seconds.
When you hear the sirens, you know what that means.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
What is up, my friends? It is your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we just try to get to the bag together and make that money. Making that money, we have not done that at all this month. I'm going to be honest. It's been probably one of my worst months ever betting. I've been trying to get my mind in the right mind frame, and it's been rough. Yesterday was another losing day here on the channel, and I hate to say that because that's just how the nature of the game has been. A 1-in-5 day for us yesterday here, and I try to change it up with some of the reads, but we're gonna continue to kind of pivot, figure out what we need to do to get it right because we're gonna turn the ship around. I do appreciate everyone who's been sticking with us here on the channel. Greatly appreciate it. We're gonna do a quick recap on how we did yesterday, and then we're gonna dive into the play. It's not too long of a video today because I do have to run real quickly, but we'll go real quickly here for what yesterday was just a dismal day. Like I mentioned, 1-in-5 days, so that means we're down 40 units because we do $100 units here. Julius Randle benched in the fourth quarter. He sucked early on. I will be honest, there was a few times he was open and Ant was like really forcing it and looking him off, and I think that kind of pissed off Randle. I just felt like it was a lot of forcing it, but that's neither here nor there. Our parlay with the Mariners and OKC, the Mariners folded late tonight. They were up 2-0, and then they proceed to give up 9 unanswered. A lot of the sharps on the Mariners, and I just haven't been winning with baseball favorites. And then when I do take underdogs, they haven't been hitting either. So that's just really frustrating and annoying. Yesterday we had Anthony Edwards over 6.5 rebounds. We loved that play, and we took it with Brittany Griner for 15+ points. She only had 5 points. She only played like 20 minutes. She didn't play well at all. And it's annoying because, like I said, Ant flew over the rebounds. We could have laddered this, and I've been trying to save money on juice. And it looks like I should just be laying the juice because I would be better off than doing these like little ass parlays. So just really annoying. Aaliyah Boston over 9.5 rebounds. She didn't get that with only 7. Riley Green did not get any hits, but Jose Maria's got 2. But it's okay. That was our first hit or lay of the season. And then our only win of the day came on the New York Liberty on the money line. And then the Pittsburgh Pirates team total under. And that shit right there was still a sweat because they had like second and third with like 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. So like nothing was free yesterday. I mean, besides maybe Anthony Edwards rebounds because he had 6 in the first half. But too bad it was parlayed with something. So sometimes when that happens, guys, you just got to readjust. You got to kind of get back in alignment. And that's what we're here to do today. All our plays are tracked at the Action Network at Noble Living, man. Only 851 bets this year. And we need to do way better. We're going to get this thing up to a 53, 54, 55%. I just know it. It's just going to take us stacking some winning days together. So stick with us, friends, as we turn this thing up. Our first best bet of the day is going to be on the MLB card. And we're going to go with the New York Mets on the first 5 on the money line. And this is just more of a fade on Clayton Kershaw more than it is a play on the Mets, even though I do like the Mets. Let's look at the records real quickly for the Dodgers here. They're 31-19 on the year, right? It's very tough to be able to get the Dodgers at a cheap price. And as you can see here, they're minus 115 on the money line, minus 105. So it's basically a pick'em that you never see. But even though the Dodgers, like I mentioned, are 31-19, we can see they're 12-11 on the road, which means the majority of their wins have come at home. Meanwhile, for the Mets, 30-20 on the year, similar record, but 17-5 at home, where this game is being played today. You can see Griffin Canning has a 2.47 ERA, which I love to see. And Clayton Kershaw, he's making his way back from injury, so this 11.25 ERA is a little bit misleading. But in one start against the Los Angeles Angels, 4 innings pitched, 5 earned runs given up with 1 home run and 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. That's a little bit concerning. I'm not hitting the panic button just yet, but he is a little bit older. We've seen guys like Verlander, Scherzer. It takes them a few starts to find their rhythm back into the league. The Mets are, a really good team, and this is also a guy who depends on his strikeout ball, and if he only has 2 strikeouts, it might not be there right now. Griffin Canning on the other side, are we expecting a little bit of regression from the 2.47 ERA? Yes. yes, we'll probably start fading him a little bit later on in the season as we get a little bit more into like division and conference and similar opponents. But right now, he's in really good form. 2 earned runs given up last game against the Yankees on 2 home runs. But besides that, 4 straight starts with 1 earned run or less given up. You love to see that type of form. So I think the Mets can be able to jump out to a quick lead in this one. And I think they can win this game outright as well. Again, you don't always get the Dodgers at this cheap of a price. So I'm going to get the Mets here on the first 5 on the money line as our first pick of the day. Our second best bet of the day is going to be another game where I think we have 2 pretty good pitchers that are going at it. The Padres and the Braves game. And we're going to go with the first 5 under 4.5 runs here. And this is just more of a fade on both of the offenses. The Padres have been in the midst of a horrible losing streak here. I think they just got swept against the Blue Jays, and then before that, I'm pretty sure they got swept the series before that, against the Mariners. So they've lost 6 straight games, and you can see here, even though they scored 6 runs in this game yesterday, a lot of that came in overtime, or extra innings, I should say. So they had that kind of free base runner at second. No runs, 1 run. So this offense has really just been anemic, in all honesty, and now you have to face Chris Sale, the reigning Cy Young Award winner, 3.62 ERA, and the Braves are at home. I just don't really like that, but I like Pivetta as well on the mound for the San Diego Padres, 2.86 ERA. He's kept the Padres in a lot of games and starts this season. Even last game against the Mariners, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run given up, and 1 home run. That's the big point of concern. 4 straight games with a home run given up. If you're a home run lay person, that might be a good look for you, but 1 mistake pitch isn't too bad. I think that he should keep them in the game here. So let's go first 5 under 4.5 runs here, as I think that the Braves can jump out to a quick lead at home, but I think it'll be like 2-0, 2-1. I like the under 4.5. Now, as we go to the Eastern Conference Finals, let's talk about Game 2, excuse me. Everybody saw the Knicks fold. We don't need to talk about that. Let's move on, okay? The question is, are the Knicks going to completely obliterate the Pacers in Game 2 and cover the 5.5 point spread, or is this going to be a closer game just like Game 1 was, or is it going to be another comeback? I don't really know. Right? I really don't know. But one thing that I did see that was pretty consistent in Game 1, and that we've seen consistent all year, is the Pacers cannot stop Karl-Anthony Towns. He's too big. He's too strong. They're just too undersized. Him and Miles, he literally played Miles Turner off the floor in a way, right? Miles Turner still had 14 points in 31 minutes, but he just wasn't as significant as a role as he was in like the previous series against the Cavs. And I think that can continue to happen here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to lock in Karl-Anthony Towns over 23.5 points. But I'm also going to show you the other play that I like, and it's going to be the Indiana Pacers team total, and it's really the first half over 52.5. Now, I took the full game over 109.5 because I can't log in first halves on action. I do think the full game total is going to hit. I do lean the over in the game as well, but I do think that the Pacers are going to get out to a quick lead, and not quick lead, but are going to be able to score points early. Let's go to Doing Sports real quickly. And let's go look at what the Pacers have been doing in the first half, okay? Not just in this series, where last game in Game 1, they had 62 points, but last series against the Cavaliers, 52 points, 80 points, 50 points, 64 points. And then series 1 against Milwaukee, 63 points, 57 points, 58 points. So they've gotten off the very quick leads, and the Pacers have already said, you heard Halliburton in the press conference, we want to run these guys because the starters play a lot of minutes, and then when the bench guys come in for the Knicks, like McBride, like Cameron Payne, they're trying to play fast too. So because of that, that fits into the Pacers' kind of style of play. I think 52.5 points in the first half is just a little bit too low, averaging 58.5 over the last 10 games. I like them to score points today, and then because they're going to score points, I think the Knicks are going to match them, if not beat them at their game, like we saw for basically 95% of the game on Wednesday, and Cat's going to have his way. So over 23.5 points. I'm also taking his rebounds as an individual play as well. You can take the combo square, but I just don't want to do that because the line has moved from 34.5 to 36.5 on the combo. So I might as well just take it as individuals, just as like a hedge, just in case one misses. But I do like Karl-Anthony Towns. I think it's a big game for him. And then as a bonus bet, I haven't been able to log it just yet, but I'm probably going to do Brunson 25 points And then I'm going to probably do Nafisa Collier for 20, and then maybe like Asia Wilson for 20 or Kelsey Plum for 20, as we do have a lot of WNBA action as well. So that's a little kind of builder parlay for you guys, all right? Appreciate you guys for tapping in today. 4 plays for this Friday, the May the 23rd card, as we're looking to turn this ship around. We need a sweep like air. Come on, let's get it. Mets, first 5 on the money line, minus 110. First 5 under 4.5 runs, minus 135. We're willing to pay the juice for the Padres and the Braves. We're going to take Karl-Anthony Towns over 23.5 points. And then the Pacers team total, I've got the full game over 109.5 logged here, which I do like as well. But I really love that first half team total over 52.5 for the Pacers. And I gave you guys a bonus little builder lay, a Brunson 25 points, and then probably mixing in some WNBA action with Nafisa Collier for 20, Asia Wilson for 20, Kelsey Plum for 20. Play around with that, guys, and be able to cash in, all right? Appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning. It's your boy Noble Living. And on the Noble Nerfies on the TikTok, we've hit 3 straights. So even though some of the picks here have not been doing too well, the Nerfies are keeping us alive. So make sure you guys tap into the TikTok so you guys grab that play, okay, guys? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. As always, dictate your fate, get to that cheddar, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Later, gang.